My name is Tamara Young. I work for PSYCHē PLLC. We are a nationwide network of clinicians, and we work with clients all across the country to, at the end of the day, pair them with their perfect therapist. Finding LeadSquared came as a result of a lot of searching and a lot of trial and error. I worked with Salesforce in the past, and so I started there because they're what I knew and they worked fine for us in past roles and past companies. And I learned very quickly that it was going to be cost prohibitive for us once you add on the layer of HIPAA compliance and paying additional fees for that. And then working with the different agencies to customize our Salesforce would have been very time consuming and very costly. So I started searching for other options for us. I looked at On Pipeline, I looked at InfluxMD, I looked at a lot of others, kind of smaller, more healthcare specific CRMs, and I found that the softwares had, different limitations. So I found LeadSquared. I started talks with them and another that I was testing, and LeadSquared just came to the forefront very, very quickly, in large part because of the incredible customer service, just how prompt, how solution oriented the team was. And we just became really confident that it was going to be a good fit, for one, because of the flexibility of the software and the agility to meet our needs, some of them that we couldn't have even anticipated, that LeadSquared is now meeting for us as we've implemented and learned the system more and more. And then also just due to price, it was a pretty cost-effective solution for us. The implementation process was surprisingly easy. Having gone through implementation processes with other CRM software partners in the past, it was much quicker. It was laid out in a much more organized fashion. So, I was coming from a place of comparison with, a lot of the onus being on me in the past to tell our software partners exactly what we need. And LeadSquared just made it really easy. There was one document that the team led by Indian walked us through and told me exactly what information to put in which tabs. And it was nice to have a partner actually tell me what they needed and not rely on me to be a software expert. So that was nice right off the bat. And then we had just regular meetings to go through the details, and so I could answer questions so they understood exactly what our process is, exactly what our needs are. Well, the biggest change has been moving from everything being so manual and time consuming to our processes getting so much more turnkey and on all ends of the business. So for sales, which was what we anticipated and hoped for, but it's also impacted our case management and our relationships with our clients on an ongoing basis. We've also been able to use LeadSquared for communication, keeping track of all of our clinicians across the country. So we've been able to utilize the software in ways that we didn't even anticipate when we signed on. And so it just keeps getting better and better. And I'll say it's impacted every area of our business. I mean, we have meetings internally, and when we have a problem we need to solve or an idea, our first thought is LeadSquared. So of all of our softwares, LeadSquared has really become central to our business and how we're operating day to day. We have an electronic health record system that's wonderful, but it has limitations that LeadSquared can help pick up the load where other softwares can't really accomplish something. So it's made keeping track of our contacts, our leads, all of our lists, all of our marketing campaigns. It's made all of those areas of our business much quicker and much more efficient. And it's improved our customer service as well, because we're easily able to look at the history when we're on the phone with somebody, look at the communication history and every detail, and be able to personalize the way we speak to that client, because we just have at a glance a full history of every interaction with them. As a marketing expert, my favorite feature is by far the email feature. I've worked in MailChimp and other similar email softwares in the past, and it's very compatible with the way a lot of those softwares are set up. And so it's really easy to manage. And the template and the design features are beautiful, and the reporting capabilities are wonderful. And the fact that it integrates with the individual lead records is awesome, because not only can we see email campaign results in a vacuum, we can go into individual lead records and see how they're interacting with our email campaigns and make our message and our marketing strategy a lot more tailored over time as we learn more about the way our consumers are interacting with our message. And overall, I love the fact that, this isn't a specific feature, but I love the fact that every single request I bring to our support team is an all hands on deck effort on their part to figure out a solution. And so I never get a no. I never get, I'm sorry, we just can't do that. And I used to get that a lot in the past. And I have a support team who tries to figure out how they can accommodate every request we have. And so every week there's a new feature that I love more than, the last one. We're able right now to get a lot more granular in how we're segmenting our clients and our clinicians because of list capabilities and tagging features that the team has added for us. In the healthcare field, HIPAA compliance is at the forefront of our minds in anything we do that touches client communication. We are beholden to really high standards when it comes to data privacy. And we take that very seriously. We're sometimes overly cautious, even more than HIPAA compliance requires. And so the fact that every email, every interaction, every note, everything that happens within the confines of LeadSquared is private and HIPAA compliant it's a must for us. We can't really work any other way. And so the fact that that's built in to the software is a huge factor for us. It's roughly doubled the amount of leads that we're able to manage just on a weekly basis. And a lot of that is due to just the time-saving factor of working with LeadSquared. Because things aren't so manual, we're able to reach out to and communicate with many more leads. It's cut down our turnaround time on responding to all of the inquiries we get because of just the integrations that we have set up and how easy it is to add leads in a custom way and have a templated email that's catered to the services they're looking for. So it's just cut down a lot on, it's just saved us a lot of time. So we've been able to communicate with about double the pace that we were able to previously. I can't say enough about the customer service. I know I've belabored that point a few times now, but it really has made all the difference, not just in terms of actual impacting of the software itself, but just the ease of working with the team. It makes a difference when the people you're working with are fun to work with. And that's definitely been the case. And so I would just encourage anyone who has the opportunity to use LeadSquared to work with you guys, because it's easy, it's cost effective, and it's fun.